Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is another yard art project. It is this really cute flower. I cut out all the pieces from a little pattern, so you could just draw a pattern for whatever you want your petal to be, and then the center. We're going to call these my patriotic petals because I am going to do them in red, white, and blue. My plan is to paint all of the petals blue, and the blue that I'm using, it's called 2 Blue, and it's by Apple Barrel. Then I'm going to use white to stamp on stars onto my petals. I'm just going to stamp acrylic paint, so we'll see how that goes. It'll be my first time trying that, and I just have the Apple Barrel white mat. Then my plan for the center is I'll paint everything white, and then I will put some red stripes on, and the red stripes will be in flag red, and this is by Apple Barrel as well. So the first thing we need to do is grab your paint brushes, some gloves if you're wearing them, and get to painting. And these flowers are great for hanging on a shed. They look really cute there, even on your door at your front porch in the spring. I am jumping right from winter right into spring. We're skipping the Valentine's Day and the St. Patrick's Day, and we'll go right into spring. To hang them, I just have these hangers. So I will attach those, and this is very sturdy. You can get a bunch of them in a lot on Amazon. So to get started, I lined my Lazy Susan with some poster board, and then I have a little poster board over here that I use as a paint palette, and that's where I put the paint. And let's see how this blue is. I was out of blue, so I just picked this up. It said 2 Blue, so I think it'll be fine for Patriotic. Ooh, it's really pretty. And I'm imagining that this will take several coats because this is plywood. It's really thin. But look how pretty. I think I really like this blue. Very, very pretty. I have to wait for those to dry. And I don't paint the backs, but I get the sides really good. But I do seal everything, including the backs, with a polyacrylic because it's going to be outside. Next, we're going to paint our center white. And I'm just coating everything, even though we're going to add red stripes to this. I'll go ahead and get the sides. And the beauty of this is you can make these flowers as big as you want. I think my width when I will be done will be 15 inches wide. And I will be making more of these. I think I will make several to sell in my space. If you've looked on places like Etsy, they go for a pretty good price, but if you could make some of your own, that would be great, right? Saving some money and sprucing up your yard with yard art that you made. And if you seal it up really well, it will last for years. Now this one is painted. And in future ones, I may add some scalloped edges to the center. You can do all kinds of things. You could add polka dots to this, but use your imagination and you will come up with some wonderful ideas. Everything is dry. I did paint a test piece because I wanted to make sure that when I stamp my star, I do a test. When you're stamping with acrylic paint, you want a very, very thin layer. So all I'm doing is brushing it out with this fan brush. Just like that. You just spread it out so you get a very thin layer. And then you take your stamp, and we're going to place our stamp on there. And that's nice coverage. And we're just going to place it on the paint. Light tapping. And lift up. Now it's kind of rough, but I think this stamp is actually like that. Okay, let's try this again. So this might be one of those stamps that has ridges in it. I thought it was solid, but we'll see. Alright, it looks like we have good coverage. We're going to try this again, just lay it on there. And then maybe I just need to give it a little tap. We're going to lift straight up, and that's better. Alright, we're going to try one more test, right? Just to be sure. And I'm just looking to make sure I have good coverage. That looks pretty even. And we don't want any on the outside here. And we're just going to lay that on there gently. And then the last time I just tapped. Lift straight up. And that's not bad. I don't mind that it's kind of rough. And I think that's from the rubber stamp. So I think that will be fine. But we do need to make sure that this is covered completely. So let's get a petal ready to start some stamping. Alright, here goes our first stamp on the petal. Is anyone else nervous? I am. I think the key is to make sure that that top is covered. And you're just going to put your stars wherever you want them, or your stamp. And I think I moved it. I should have put the brush down. Yeah, I did move that one. Which is fine because I kind of like it. Alright. I'm putting the brush down. Okay, coverage again. Lift straight up. I like it. I'll do one more on camera. And you can see where it released the paint. Again, thin layer. You have your paint here and then you're just brushing it into a thin layer. Straight up. There we go. Lift straight up. And there we go. I am going to finish the rest of these and I'll be right back. Look how they turned out. They turned out so nice. So now it's time to work on the center with the red stripes. And I've just got a little bit of painter's tape here. And I'll just start at the top. Lay one piece there. For spacing, lay a piece there. Lift this one because red will go here. Go here for spacing. And a piece here. Lift this one. So we'll press this down really well so we can get those nice clean lines. And then this is our flag red paint. I'm getting a smaller brush. Let's see what I want to use. All right, I found a brush. I'm going to use this one. So I'll start at the bottom here. We've got it all painted. We'll lift that. And yeah, we had a little bleed through. That's fine there. We'll lift this and see what we have going on here. And a little bit, which will be fine. If you wanted, you could come back and paint white on those lines. So that's done and we just need to let that dry. Look how cute and rustic this turned out. The next step is to take some of our Titebond 3 or any outdoor glue that you have. Just spread some on the back. We want to spread it out evenly. Get it to the edges. And then I am going to take a wet wipe and try to dab up some of that. There we go. And then kind of eyeball the center. We will let that dry because what we're going to do is actually, once that dries and I have some stability, I'll flip it over and I will staple each of the petals to the center. The glue has dried and now I am just going to use my staple gun and add some staples to the back here just for extra security. The last step will be to add a hanger. And I'm just looking at my stripes, so however you want your stripes. Before I add my top coat, I am going to do a little distressing on the edges. This is the Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And I'll just go right around the edges. Nothing too dramatic. And I think that's just the right amount. Let's get our protective coating on there and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, guys, here it is hanging on my shed.
Let me know what you think. This is the perfect project to make and sell. And I love the patriotic theme. Thank you so much for watching today and hanging out with me. And until the next video, God bless. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And if you're returning, thank you so much. And if you have found value in this video, please like and comment.